Be me, 43, Senior Database Administrator at Regional Bank. Making $165,000, been here 14 years, keeping banking systems running. Bank called Meridian Bank, serves 2.4 million customers across 6 states. Online banking, mobile app, ATM network, all depend on our systems. $18 billion in customer deposits, everything digital. When banking systems go down, people can't access their money. Can't pay rent, can't buy groceries, can't get cash. March 2025, bank hires new CIO named Christina. Age 39, came from fintech startup, democratized technology philosophy. First IT leadership meeting, she announces her vision. Technology access should be distributed, not concentrated. Too much power in hands of small server team creates risk. I'm sitting there thinking, concentrated expertise prevents disasters. That's why we have trained database administrators. About to watch banking platform crash for 48 hours. Because CIO thought server passwords were about power dynamics. Let me show you exactly how locking out experts shut down the bank. March 2025, Meridian Bank IT, before Christina. Infrastructure team, 10 people, all critical banking systems experts. 8 men, 2 women, all with years of financial systems experience. I'm Senior Database Administrator, 18 years in banking IT. Manage production databases, handle all customer accounts. Every transaction, every balance, every transfer goes through my systems. Report to CIO, manage database infrastructure. My team, Kevin, age 44, lead systems administrator, 16 years banking. Manages servers, storage, backup systems. Marcus, age 41, network administrator, 14 years. Handles switches, routers, firewall for banking network. David, age 40, middleware administrator, 12 years. Manages application servers, integration layers. James, age 38, storage administrator, 11 years. Maintains SAN storage, disaster recovery systems. Tom, age 42, Unix administrator, 15 years. Manages core banking servers, AIX systems. Robert, age 39, Windows administrator, 10 years. Handles Active Directory, authentication systems. 2 women on team. Sarah, age 30, junior systems admin, 3 years. Smart but still learning banking systems. Jennifer, age 32, database analyst, 5 years. Helps with reports, not production database admin. This team kept Meridian running 24/7 for 8 years. 99.97% uptime. Industry-leading reliability. Banking systems can't go down. People need to access money at 2 a.m. ATMs need to work on Christmas. Payroll processing runs on weekends. We're always on call, someone always available. Production access is tightly controlled. Only senior engineers have elevated privileges. Can't let junior staff modify production by accident. One wrong command wipes out customer accounts. One misconfigured database brings down entire bank. We follow change control procedures religiously. Every production change reviewed, tested, approved. No cowboy fixes, no shortcuts, everything documented. This discipline kept us stable through growth. 2.4 million customers, $18 billion deposits. 0 major outages in 5 years. Late March, Christina starts reviewing IT operations. Calls me into her office first week. Why do so few people have production access? Seems like bottleneck, limits agility. I explain, banking systems are high risk. Production database contains all customer accounts. Wrong command could wipe out balances. Only trained DBAs should have access. Christina, what prevents abuse of that access? I explain controls. Every command is logged. Audit team reviews logs daily. Any unauthorized change triggers investigation. Plus we have separation of duties. Multiple approvals required for sensitive operations. Christina, sounds like a lot of bureaucracy. I push back. It's regulatory requirement. Banks are heavily regulated. FDIC, OCC, State Banking Commission, all require strict access controls. Christina makes notes, clearly skeptical. She meets with each team member individually. Asks about their access, what they do. Kevin explains server administration requires root access. Can't maintain systems without elevated privileges. Marcus explains network admin needs full access. Banking network security depends on it. David explains middleware requires admin rights. Integration between systems needs oversight. Each person explains why their access is necessary. Christina takes notes but seems unconvinced. Early April, Christina announces new IT governance. Department meeting, all infrastructure staff present. Implementing principle of distributed access. Production privileges will be available to more staff. Reducing concentration in senior team. Kevin asks, who specifically gets access? Christina, I'm creating tier system. Tier 1, read-only monitoring access. Tier 2, limited change access. Tier 3, full production access. Marcus asks, how is tier determined? Christina, based on demonstrated collaborative approach and commitment to inclusive technology practices. I speak up. What about technical competence? Banking systems experience. Understanding of regulatory requirements. Christina, those are factors but not primary criteria. We need to move beyond credentialism. David asks directly, who gets tier 3 access? Christina, 2 people for now. Sarah and Jennifer, they've shown right mindset. Room goes silent. Everyone processing this. Sarah has 3 years experience, never touched production. Jennifer is database analyst, not administrator. Neither has banking systems experience at senior level. I object. They're not ready for production access. Sarah hasn't been trained on disaster recovery. Jennifer doesn't know database internals. Christina, they'll learn through doing. This is development opportunity. Kevin, what about the rest of us? Christina, current senior team moves to Tier 1. Monitoring and advisory only. No direct production access. Tom, Unix admin, is direct. You're locking us out. Taking access from people who built these systems. Christina, I'm redistributing access more equitably. I escalate to Chief Risk Officer. Banking regulations require me to report this. Guy named William, age 54, responsible for compliance. Explain the situation to him. CIO removing production access from experienced team, giving it to 2 junior people. This violates change control procedures. William, what's her reasoning? I explain. She calls it distributed access, but she's only giving access to 2 women, removing it from all 8 men. William frowns. That seems problematic. Also risky from operational standpoint. He calls Christina, asks her to explain. Christina's reasoning. Decentralizing power. Previous model concentrated authority with senior male staff. New model empowers emerging talent. William asks, have you consulted with regulators? FDIC has strict requirements about access controls. Christina, access controls remain in place. Just different people executing them. William is uncomfortable but doesn't override. Document everything, monitor closely. I leave meeting knowing this is disaster waiting. April 10th, access changes take effect. All senior male administrators lose production access. Kevin, Marcus, David, me, James, Tom, Robert. Years of combined banking experience, locked out. Sarah and Jennifer, now only people with admin rights. First weekend, minor issue occurs. Batch job fails Saturday night. Usually I'd fix in 10 minutes. Sarah tries, doesn't know batch architecture. Calls me at home for guidance. I walk her through remotely over phone. Takes 2 hours, batch completes late. Some customer statements delayed. Not critical, but concerning. Next week, server needs patching. Kevin normally does this monthly. Sarah attempts it, doesn't understand dependencies. Patches wrong server, causes brief outage. Kevin has to talk her through rollback. Using her credentials, doing work remotely. Takes 4 hours, should take 30 minutes. Pattern emerges quickly. Junior admins calling senior staff constantly. We're doing work through their accounts. Inefficient, risky, frustrating. April 15th, I document concerns in email. Send to Christina, CIO, Audit Committee. New access model, creating operational risks. Response times increased significantly. Quality of changes decreased. Recommend restoring access to experienced staff. Christina responds. Transition requires adjustment period. Sarah and Jennifer are learning rapidly. Give it time to stabilize. April 18th, Friday afternoon, 3:15 p.m. I'm on my desk, about to leave early. Weekend plans, taking family to cabin. Monitoring alert goes off on my phone. Production database showing errors. Connection pool exhausted, queries timing out. Check dashboard, database is struggling. Call Sarah, she's primary on call. Database having issues, check connections. Sarah, I see the alerts, what should I do? I walk her through, log into database server. Check active sessions, kill long-running queries. Sarah, how do I log in? My heart sinks. Use your admin credentials. Sarah, which server is production? She doesn't know production server name. I tell her, dbprod01, same credentials you use. Sarah, getting permission denied. I realize problem. Do you have database credentials? Or just OS credentials? Sarah, I don't know the difference. Database is melting down and she doesn't know basics. I try to stay calm. Call Kevin, he can help. Sarah, he doesn't have access anymore. I know that, I'm grasping at straws. Put Jennifer on, maybe she knows database. Jennifer gets on phone. I can see the alerts, but I've only done reporting, never production admin. Database is now completely unresponsive. All customer-facing systems timing out. Online banking down, mobile app down. ATMs starting to fail across network. 3:35 p.m., I make decision. I'm coming in, 20 minutes away. Drive to office, breaking speed limit. This is full crisis, 2.4 million customers affected. 3:55 p.m., I arrive at office. Run to server room, try to log in. My credentials don't work anymore, access revoked. Sarah, log in on your account. She logs in, I look over her shoulder. Database is corrupted, index failure. Need to rebuild indexes, take specific commands. I tell her exact commands to type. She types them, getting syntax errors. She's never done this before, doesn't understand. I try different approach, restart database service. Sarah, how do I do that? I walk her through, step by step, but she keeps making mistakes. Typing wrong commands, wrong syntax. Database won't restart, stays down. 4:20 p.m., call Christina. She's at conference, not happy to be interrupted. Production database is down. All banking systems offline. Need my access restored immediately. Christina, why can't Sarah handle it? I'm frustrated. She doesn't have experience. This is database corruption, complex recovery. Christina, then guide her through it. I'm already doing that. It's not working. She doesn't have foundational knowledge. Takes years to learn database internals. Christina, figure out. I'm in session. Hangs up on me. 4:30 p.m. Situation deteriorating. All customer service is down for over an hour. Call center flooded with complaints. People can't access accounts. Can't check balances. Can't transfer money. Can't pay bills that are due today. Customer service has no answers. Systems are down. We're working on it. 4:45 p.m. I try more advanced recovery. Need to restore from backup. But backup procedures are complex. Sarah doesn't know backup architecture. Jennifer tries to help, also doesn't know. Tom, our storage admin, is at daughter's play. He knows backup systems inside and out, but he doesn't have access anymore. I call him anyway, he comes in. Arrives at 5:30 p.m., tries to log in. Access denied. Christina revoked his credentials. He has to work through Sarah's account. She types what he tells her, but she keeps making typos. Wrong commands, causing more problems. 6 p.m., Kevin arrives. Heard about crisis, came to help. Also locked out, Also working through Sarah. Marcus shows up, David shows up. Entire senior team responding. But none of us can touch production. Have to funnel everything through Sarah. It's like performing surgery wearing boxing gloves. We know what to do, but can't execute. 7 p.m., 2 hours into outage. Database still not recovered. CEO calls emergency meeting. All executives, all department heads. Christina has to explain what's happening. Production database failure, team working recovery. CEO asks, when will it be fixed? Christina, working as fast as possible. CEO asks me directly, what's the holdup? I'm honest. Experienced team doesn't have access. Only 2 junior people have credentials. They don't know how to recover database. CEO looks at Christina. Why don't they have access? Christina, I restructured access for better distribution. CEO, in middle of this, give them access back. Christina, that undermines the new structure. CEO is angry now. We're losing millions per hour. Give them access immediately. Christina finally agrees, starts reset process. But restoring access takes time. Have to regenerate credentials, update systems. Takes 90 minutes to restore everyone's access. By 8:30 p.m., I finally have my own credentials. Can directly access production database. Assess damage, it's worse than I thought. Database corruption spread while we fumbled. Multiple indexes corrupted, some data inconsistent. Need full recovery from backup. Process takes minimum 8 hours. Tell CEO, we're down until tomorrow morning minimum. CEO, tomorrow is Saturday. People need money. I know. Working as fast as possible. 9 p.m. Friday. Recovery process begins. Restoring database from midnight backup. That's Thursday midnight, 21 hours old. All Friday transactions will be lost. Customer deposits, withdrawals, everything. We'll have to reconcile manually afterward. Recovery runs through the night. I'm monitoring every step. Kevin, Marcus, Tom, all staying. None of us going home until this is fixed. Midnight, recovery 25% complete. 3 a.m. Saturday, recovery 60% complete. 6 a.m. Saturday, recovery 90% complete. 7:15 a.m. Saturday, database comes back online. But we're not done. Need to verify data integrity. Check account balances, transaction logs. Make sure nothing corrupted permanently. 9 a.m. Saturday, verification complete. Bring systems back online one by one. Online banking, mobile app, ATM network. Everything slowly coming back. 11:30 a.m. Saturday, all systems operational. 48 hours after initial crash. Customers can finally access money again. Damage assessment begins immediately. 48 hours of complete outage. 2.4 million customers affected. How many tried to access money and couldn't? How many missed bill payments? How many couldn't buy groceries? How many had emergencies and couldn't get cash? Financial impact on bank. Lost revenue from transactions, $12 million. Customer compensation for overdrafts, $18 million. Regulatory fines pending, estimated $100 million plus. IT recovery costs, $8 million. Reputational damage, incalculable. Total estimated loss, $340 million minimum. Customer impact stories start emerging. Single mother couldn't withdraw cash for groceries. Kids went hungry Friday night. Elderly man couldn't pay nursing home bill. Almost evicted from care facility. Woman in labor couldn't access money. Couldn't pay hospital admission. Delayed emergency C-section. College student couldn't pay rent. Landlord started eviction process. These aren't edge cases. These are real customers whose lives disrupted. Because banking systems went down for 48 hours. April 21st, Monday, regulators arrive. FDIC, OCC, State Banking Commission, all sending examiners to investigate. What happened? Why? How to prevent? I provide full documentation. Timeline of access changes. My objections in writing. Failed recovery attempts. Everything logged and time-stamped. FDIC examiner reads through it. CIO removed access from experienced staff. Gave it to 2 junior people. When crisis hit, they couldn't respond. She looks at me. You documented objections. I show her emails multiple times. Warned this would create operational risk. Examiner. Why did CIO make these changes? I explained the stated reasoning. Distributed access, empowerment, inclusivity. Examiner. At a bank. With 2.4 million customers' money. She's appalled. I can see it. April 23rd. Christina is placed on leave. Pending investigation. CEO doesn't want to fire her yet, but can't keep her in role. I'm named interim CIO. First action. Restore all access to senior team. Second. Hire consultant to review procedures. Third. Begin customer outreach and compensation. April 30th. Customer exodus begins. Thousands closing accounts daily. Moving to competitors with better reliability. Social media filled with complaints. Meridian Bank can't keep systems running. Switch to First National, no problems. We're losing 5,000 customers per day. $200 million in deposits leaving monthly. Unsustainable rate, bank can't survive. May 2025, regulatory penalties announced. FDIC fines Meridian Bank $85 million for inadequate operational controls. OCC fines additional $42 million for unsafe banking practices. State Commission fines $18 million. Total regulatory penalties, $145 million. Plus mandatory consent order. Must hire independent consultant. Must implement new IT governance. Must prove operational soundness. Before restrictions lifted. Class action lawsuit filed by customers. Seeking damages for disrupted access. Medical emergencies, missed payments. Financial harm from 48-hour outage. Lawsuit seeks $200 million in damages. May 15th. Christina is terminated for cause. Board votes unanimously. She posts on LinkedIn briefly. Sometimes innovation threatens established norms. Post deleted within hours after backlash. Comments were brutal, people posting screenshots of news articles about the outage. Her reputation in banking is destroyed. May 20th, criminal investigation opens. State Attorney General reviewing. Possible charges, reckless endangerment, mismanagement of financial institution, endangering public through negligence. June 2025, I'm permanent CIO now. Board offer me the role. $240,000 salary, equity stake. Responsibility to rebuild IT operations and restore customer confidence. First 90 days focused on stability. Hiring experienced banking IT staff. Implementing proper change control. Rebuilding regulatory relationships. By September, customer exodus slows. Still losing accounts, but rate decreasing. October 2025, Christina faces charges. Criminal negligence in banking operations. Faces up to 5 years if convicted. Plus permanent ban from banking industry. Now it's today, November 2025. 8 months since the 48-hour outage. Meridian Bank survived, but barely. Down to 2.1 M customers from 2.4 M. Lost 300,000 accounts, $3 billion in deposits. Still recovering, will take years. Christina awaits trial. Faces criminal charges, civil lawsuits. Her banking career over at age 39. My team is rebuilt, properly staffed. Experienced administrators with banking knowledge. Mix of men and women, hired for competence. Access granted based on expertise. Not ideology, not empowerment narratives. Based on who knows how to recover database. When it crashes at 3 p.m. on Friday. And 2. For million people need their money. That's what matters in banking IT. Not distributed access or power dynamics. Reliability, expertise, crisis response. When you lock out experienced team and give access to unprepared juniors. Systems crash. Customers suffer. Lives are disrupted. Banks lose hundreds of millions. And CIO goes to prison for criminal negligence. All because she thought server passwords were about power, not about protecting 2.4 million customers' money. 48 hours, $340 million in losses. 300,000 customers lost. One destroyed career. One criminal trial. All preventable. All predicted. All documented. But she locked out the people who knew how to keep the banking platform running.